Dear students, today the topic under discussion is properties of the period 3 chlorides. In this slide, we will discuss about the structure of chlorides of the period 3 elements, their physical properties and their reactions with water. The chlorides we will be looking are at sodium chloride, magnesium chloride, aluminium chloride, silicon tetrachloride. Phosphorus has got two chlorides, PCl5 and PCl3, and S2Cl2 means sulfur monochloride. In this table, we have covered some of the important physical properties of the chlorides of period 3 elements: oxidation state, structure, electrical conductivity in the molten state, and reaction with water. The structure of sodium and magnesium chloride is giant ionic structure. Strong electrostatic force of attraction exists between them, and due to this, they will be having high melting and boiling points. Aluminium chloride exists in two forms. In vapor state, it also exists in dimer form Al2Cl6. Silicon tetrachloride, they both are molecular compounds, PCl3 and PCl5, and sulfur monochloride. They are covalent in nature. So in sodium chloride and magnesium chloride solid state, the ions are not free to move. So in the solid state, they will be non-conductor. But in the molten state, when the ions are free to move, they will be having high conductivity due to the presence of free moving ions. In aluminium chloride, the conductivity is poor and none of them they conduct electricity due to their covalent nature because of the absence of mobile electrons and free ions. Reaction with water. First two chlorides, sodium chloride and magnesium chloride, they just dissolve in water, but all of the other remaining chlorides, they undergo hydrolysis. What does the term hydrolysis means? Hydrolysis means breakdown of water. So basically the reaction of these compounds with water is known as hydrolysis. Let's discuss them one by one. First is sodium chloride. Sodium chloride is a simple ionic compound, consists of a giant array of sodium and chloride ions. A small representation of sodium chloride lattice look like this. In this structure, the green balls, larger green balls, they are used for representing chloride ions, while the smaller red balls, they are representing sodium ions. Let's discuss the properties of sodium chloride. As we have already discussed that they exist in giant ionic structure. So due to strong electrostatic force of attraction, large amount of heat is used in overcoming the attractive forces. So they will be having high melting and boiling points. Solid sodium chloride, it does not conduct electricity because there are no electrons which are free to move. When in the molten state, it undergoes electrolysis. Sodium chloride simply dissolves in water to give a neutral solution. As you can see that when you dissolve sodium chloride in water, it just gets dissociated into ions. It just means it just dissolves in water, yielding a neutral solution. pH is equal to 7. Next comes the magnesium chloride. Magnesium chloride is ionic crystalline solid but with a more complicated arrangement of ions. As you can see that there are two chloride ions per formula unit. The dot and cross structure of magnesium chloride will be like this. In this dot and cross structure, magnesium is having 2 electrons in the outermost shell. There are 2 chlorine atoms. Both of them are having 7 electrons in the outermost shell. So By ion transfer, magnesium loses two electrons, one for one chloride. One chloride ion accepts one electron and this complete its octet in the similar way. And there are strong electrostatic force of attraction between these two. Properties of magnesium chloride. As you know that they also exist in giant ionic structure, so they will be having high melting and boiling points, strong electrostatic force of attraction, and large amount of heat is required to overcome these stronger forces. Solid magnesium chloride is a non-conductor because as you know that in the solid state, the ions are not free to move, but in the molten state when it becomes free, it undergoes electrolysis. Magnesium chloride dissolves in water to give a faintly acidic solution. In this equation, magnesium chloride is reacting with water, the hydrolysis equation, and this particular ion is formed, hexa aqua magnesium 2 ions. Hexa aqua magnesium 2 ions are acidic in nature. Let's discuss their reaction with water. In this reaction, due to a high charge density of magnesium ions, it has the ability to attract the electrons from water to attract one these water molecules. This water molecule, it will abstract one hydrogen from one water molecule. As you can see that there are 6 water molecules. Out of these 6, one water molecule has lost its hydrogen to this water. Hydronium ions are formed and this particular species is formed. Magnesium, water 5 remaining water molecules, and one water molecule has lost his hydrogen to this water, so that is OH, that is left with OH. As you can see that this equation is yielding hydronium ions, so the aqueous solution of magnesium chloride is faintly acidic due to the formation of these hydronium ions. Next comes the aluminium chloride. Aluminium chloride has complicated structure because it changes when the temperature increases. Structure of aluminium chloride look like this. As you know that in aluminium chloride, aluminium has got 3 outermost electrons and they are utilized in making covalent bond with 3 chlorine atoms. As a result, there exist 6 electrons in the outermost shell of aluminium after bonding with 3 chlorine atoms. So as you know the octet rule that having 8 electrons in the outermost shell means stability. So we can say that aluminium is short of 2 electrons to complete its octet. It is having less electron, 2 electron less than the octet in the outermost shell. So in order to gain stability, aluminium chloride exists in the dimer form. Okay? As you can see that two molecules of aluminium chloride, they exist together. This is the stable structure of aluminium chloride. Chlorine has got 3 lone pairs. Out of these 3 lone pairs, one lone pair is donated to the aluminium atom of the neighboring molecule. This dimer is formed and between 2 aluminium chloride molecules, and you can see over here that coordinate covalent bond is responsible for the making of this dimer formation. In coordinate covalent bond, one electron pair is donated from the chlorine atom towards the aluminium atom. So they are represented by this arrowhead. In the same way, the chlorine atom is donating the electron pair to the aluminium atom. Basically, the purpose of this is to complete its octet to gain stability. Let's discuss the properties of aluminium chloride. Solid aluminium chloride, it does not conduct electricity at room temperature because of the absence of free moving ions. The reaction of aluminium chloride with water is dramatic. If you drop water onto solid aluminium chloride, you get a violent reaction producing clouds of steamy fumes of hydrogen chloride gas. The aluminium chloride reacts with water and produces hexa-aqua aluminium ions together with chloride ions. Now let's discuss the hydrolysis equation of aluminium chloride. When you react aluminium chloride with water, this ion is formed, hexa-aqua aluminium 3 ions. And as you know that ions of this nature, they are acidic in nature. Let's discuss their reaction. As you know that aluminium has got higher charge as compared to magnesium in the previous case. So if we compare the acidic character of these two ions, hexa-aqua magnesium ions and hexa-aqua aluminium ions, we will come to know that due to this greater charge on the aluminium atom, it has the ability to pull the electron from the water molecule quite strongly. So we can say that ions of this particular ion is much more acidic as compared to the ion in the magnesium case. So its acidity is more. Then comes the silicon tetrachloride, SiCl4. It is a simple covalent chloride. Why it is covalent chloride? Because there isn't enough electronegativity difference between the silicon and chlorine atom to form the ionic bonds. Structure of silicon tetrachloride looks like this. Properties of silicon tetrachloride. Silicon tetrachloride is a colorless liquid at room temperature which fumes in moist air. It fumes in moist air because it reacts with water in the air to produce hydrogen chloride. It does not conduct electricity due to the absence of free moving ions and mobile electrons. What does the word mobile electron means? Free moving electrons. If you add water to silicon tetrachloride, there is a violent reaction to produce silicon dioxide and fumes of hydrogen chloride. The reaction is as under. Then comes the phosphorus chlorides. Phosphorus has two chlorides, phosphorus 3 chloride and phosphorus 5 chloride. Let's discuss them separately. Phosphorus 3 chloride. It's a simple covalent chloride. The structure looks like this. The geometry is trigonal pyramidal. It resembles the geometry of ammonia. The properties of phosphorus trichloride. It is a fuming liquid at room temperature. It is a liquid because there are only van der Waals dispersion forces and dipole-dipole attractions between the molecules. It does not conduct electricity because of the absence of ions and free electrons. Phosphorus 3 chloride, it reacts violently with water. The reaction is as under. PCl3 plus water, H3PO3 plus HCl. H3PO3 is phosphorus acid. Phosphorus 5 chloride. It is a white solid and structurally more complicated. As we have already discussed that the structure of aluminium chloride and phosphorus pentachloride is somewhat tricky because they both sublime at ordinary pressure. What does the word sublime means? Sublime means that it directly converted into vapor state from solid. They both exist in ionic form in the solid state and they are covalent in the liquid state. It is very surprising that phosphorus chloride in the solid state is ionic. That's why it exists in the solid state. How it is ionic, we will discuss it later on. Simple structure of phosphorus pentachloride looks like this. This is basically the structure of phosphorus pentachloride in the liquid state in which it exists in covalent bonding. Properties of phosphorus pentachloride. It is a white solid which sublimes at 163 degrees C. The higher the temperature goes above that, The more the phosphorus 5 chloride dissociates to produce phosphorus 3 chloride and chlorine. The reaction is as under. Solid phosphorus pentachloride does not conduct electricity, as we have already discussed that phosphorus pentachloride in the solid state has ionic bonding, has ions, but these ions are not free to move, so it do not conduct electricity. Phosphorus pentachloride has a violent reaction with water, producing fumes of hydrogen chloride. The reaction is as under. This reaction is with cold water, and as a result, phosphorus oxychloride is formed. But if the reaction occurs with hot water, then this phosphorus oxychloride is converted into phosphoric acid. Disulfur dichloride. Disulfur dichloride is just one of the three sulfur chlorides, and it is the one which is formed when chlorine reacts with hot sulfur. Disulfur dichloride is a simple covalent liquid, orange and smelly. The shape is surprisingly difficult to draw. The atoms are all joined up in a line but twisted like below. Properties of sulfur disulfur dichloride. There are no ions in disulfur dichloride and no mobile electrons, so it never conducts electricity. It is orange in color and smelly. The liquid will have van der Waals-Dispersion forces and dipole-dipole attractions. Disulfur dichloride reacts slowly with water to produce a complex mixture of things, so we cannot write a single equation of the hydrolysis of disulfur dichloride because a complex mixture of things including hydrochloric acid, sulfur, hydrogen sulfide and various sulfur containing acids and enzymes are formed. That's all with today's lecture. Thank you. Stay home, stay safe.